Iman, should we wait for the others or we should start now? Great. Okay. Thank you. Just a sec. Operating system. Okay, the first question, it's question of discussion. How many operating systems can you think of? Would you like to mention some operating systems?
Miss
Windows.
Windows, yes. Apple macOS, Linux operating system, and for the mobile, iOS, Android OS.
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah. Okay. Just a second, I have missed document. Yeah. So you have here a box which contains a small paragraph. Complete the text with words. All right? Who would like to read? Who wants to read the paragraph? No one? All right, I will read. And you try to guess the missing words. Just a sec. Wait a second, Amen. Okay. The set of program instructions that tell the computer what to do is known as... Are you sure? It is? It is a software. It is a software which is the instruction, etc. Yeah, it is the software. Yeah. Okay. The second. It can
This
be
one is the OS. The second one is OS, operating system.
Just a second. The set of program instructions that tell the computer what to do is known as software. It can be classified into two basic categories. The basic categories of software. What do we call them? This one, which includes all the programs that control the basic functions of a computer. What is it?
Operating system.
It is the system's software. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, which includes all the programs that control the basic function of computer. Example, operating system, programming software, device, drivers, and utilities. And then the which comprises or includes programs that let you do specific tasks. What is it?
Applications.
Yeah, application software. Thank you. This is the second category of the software. Yeah, the application software, which comprises programs that let you do specific tasks. Typical applications include word processing, databases, educational programs, email, and video games. And then the is a set of programs that control the hardware and software resources of computer system. What do you think? This is?
Drivers.
What is it?
Drivers.
Operating system.
Yeah, thank you. It is the operating system. It is the operating system that controls the hardware and software resources of a computer. Typical functions include handling input and output operations, running programs, and organizing files on disks. That's it. Okay, so you have here I'm going to send you the keys later, all the answers of the document. Just follow with me. Okay, discuss these questions. What does user-friendly mean? What does it mean, user-friendly?
Yes, it's when the
It
machine
means
is
it's easier to use.
use.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's easy to use
understand
even
by
for people who
users.
are not familiar with the computer science.
Great.
Yeah, not experts.
Yeah, that means that it was designed with the user in mind to facilitate things for him. Thank you so much. Okay. This question may differ according to the person. Yeah. Do you think most operating systems are user-friendly?
Yes, I think for me personally, yes, they are because they have nowadays graphical interfaces, so it's easier for people to see what they're doing and to control their files and all.
So you think they are really user-friendly. Thank you.
Yes.
Another person. Thank you. What do you think? Do you agree with her? Or you have others' opinions, different opinions?
About what? About operating system?
Yeah, read again the question. Do you think most operating systems are user-friendly, which means that they are easy to use? They facilitate
Well,
things for the
yeah.
user.
Yeah, they got the user, they designed with the users in mind, people who've never used a computer, so yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now we have to read the text, which is not in the same file. So you have to, Iman, please, would you like to share the screen of the other file? Yeah, the reading text. Thank you. Is okay. Who would like to read, please? Read the text.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Sarah.
Can you hear me well? Okay. The term user interface refers to the standard procedures that the user follows in order to interact with a computer. In the late 1970s and early 80s, the way users accessed computer systems was very complex. They had to memorize and type a lot of commands just to see the contents of a disk, to copy files, or to respond to a single prompt. In fact, it was only experts who used computers, so there was no need for a user-friendly interface. In 1984, Apple produced the Macintosh, the first computer with a mouse and a graphical interface, GUI. Macs were designed with one clear aim to facilitate interaction with the computer. A few years later, Microsoft launched Windows, another operating system based on graphics and intuitive tools. Nowadays, computers are used by all kinds of people, and as a result, there is a growing emphasis on accessibility and user-friendly systems. Miss, may I continue?
Yeah, carry on.
Okay. GUI makes use of a WIMP environment, windows, icons, menus, and pointer. The background of the screen is called the desktop, which contains labeled pictures called icons. These icons represent files or folders. The double-clicking a folder opens a window which contains programs, documents, or more nested folders.
What does it mean nested? What does it mean nested?
Think hidden folders.
Like there's a folder inside a folder inside a folder. They're nested inside each other.
Yeah, placed one inside the other. That's it. Thank you. Carry on.
Double-clicking the folder opens a window which contains. No, I read this. Sorry. When you are in a folder, you can launch a program or document by double-clicking the icon, or you can drag it to another location. When you run a program, your PC opens a window that lets you work with different tools. All the programs have a high level of consistency, with similar toolbars, menu bars, buttons, or dialog boxes. A modern OS also provides access to networks and allows multitasking, which means you can run several programs and do various tasks at the same time. The most popular operating systems are the Windows family, designed by Microsoft and used on most PCs. The most recent version is Windows Vista. macOS, created by Apple and used on Macintosh computers. Unix, a multi-user system found on mainframes and workstations, incorporate installations. Linux, open source software developed under the GNU General Public License. This means anybody can copy its source code, change it, and distribute it. It is used in computers, appliances, and small devices. Windows Mobile, used on most PDAs and smartphones, PDAs incorporating mobile phones. Palm OS, used on palm-handled devices. RIM, used on BlackBerry communication devices developed by Research in Motion. The Symbian OS, used by some phone makers including Nokia and Siemens. These computer platforms differ in areas such as device installation, network connectivity, or compatibility with application software.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go back to the first file. Just a sec. Okay. What kind of operating system was used in the early 80s? What do you think?
I think macOS, according to the text.
What did you say?
It was the macOS, they said, because in 1994, Apple produced the Macintosh.
It was like text-based. They use text-based because in the text it is found. Just a second. I'm gonna read the first. No, it's not Linux. It was text-based. No, it was text-based. They didn't. They haven't yet developed the Unix and other operating system. It was just text-based. Yeah. The second question: what is the contribution of Macintosh computers to the development of graphic environments? What did the Macintosh do?
The graphical part.
Thank you. And used a mouse. It was the first that used the mouse, I guess, according to the text. Okay. Which multi-user OS is used on large, powerful computers?
Unix.
Yeah, thank you. Fourth, what is the benefit of using open source software? For example, Linux.
We know the inner workings of the operating system because we have access to the source code of the operating system itself, and we can modify it to suit our own needs. And thus, there are multiple versions of this operating system, such as there are many versions. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much. So, according to the text, we can freely distribute, or you can change, or as you said, modify things. Okay. Find terms in the text with the following meanings. Okay, you try to find terms or words in the text which has the similar meaning of this sentences here. Just a second. Yeah, Ryan. The first sentence: a sign on the screen showing that the computer is ready for some instructions. What do you think?
This a window?
Not a window, it's a sign. It's a sign on the screen showing that the computer is ready for some instructions. Should I give the answer?
The pointer.
No, it's prompt.
What is prompt?
Yeah, prompt. It's a sign on the screen showing that the computer is ready for some instructions. It's on the screen. It is shown on the screen that the computer is ready to, yeah, to do whatever you ask. The second definition: special importance given to something. When you give
Emphasis.
emphasize, yeah, thank you. To move some text or an object across the screen and place it somewhere. What is it? It's easy, I guess. Yeah. You drag it. Machines designed to do particular tasks at home. It is.
What? I didn't hear.
Iman, would you like to share the screen of the PDF? It is machines designed to do particular tasks at home.
Oh, robots?
No, it's according to the text.
Oh.
You're supposed to find it on the text. We call it?
Automats?
Yes, appliances.
Okay, that's the word. Okay, that's it, yeah. All right. Form terms we are dealing with question F. Form terms from the unscrambled letters from the box to complete these definitions. So you have here some sentences, but the word which has been defined is not, it is on the box here and it is messy, it's not ordered. You put it into order in order to find the complete definitions. Okay. A scrollable viewing area on a screen. It is?
Window.
It's a window. The third word. Thank you. A directory that holds data, programs, and
Folder.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. A row of words that open up a menu when selected.
Menu bar.
Drop-down menu?
It's a menu bar.
I think, yeah,
Menu
drop
bar.
down menu is another one.
Fourth, a horizontal and vertical bar that is clicked and dragged in the desired direction.
Scroll bar.
What is it?
Scroll bar.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You can drag it left and right, etc. Okay. List of options that appear below a menu item when selected.
That's the menu drop down.
What is it?
A drop-down menu.
Drop down menu.
Okay, let's see the six set of icons at the bottom of the screen that give access to the things that you use most. What do you think of this one? This is the drop down menu.
No, I think the fifth one is the drop down menu.
A list of options that appear below. And what about 6?
I think it's the
dock. The dock.
Maybe.
The one at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, so you call that one okay, that one on the bottom of the screen, we call it a dock, and the one which appear below a menu item when selected, it is a drop-down menu.
Yes.
Yes, when you click it, when we have options, I think.
Okay, you are better than me in the file. Okay. Now you have to read this paragraph here and complete the gaps. Read the passage and choose the word which best fits each gap from the list. What do you think? What do we say here? Who wants to read the paragraph?
I will.
Okay.
Linux is a program. Is it program? Owned by
wait, either we say program or maybe trademark. Owned by, yeah, I guess it's more suitable.
Yes, it's a trademark, yes.
Mm-hmm,
Linux is a trademark owned by Linus Torvalds. It is an operating system which is powerful, free, and inexpensive to own based on Unix. It is a POSIX compliant with
Versions.
Yeah, that's it, with versions.
versions available to install in cell phones, supercomputers, and most computing systems. Linux is an open source program. It's a program.
A program, yeah.
As its source code is available to the general public for use, and the right to modify from its original design without any charges. New code will be added to the next version made available with Linux if it is accepted as a universal improvement. The code will continue to exist and
what will the user do to this developed by the user, even if the company fails? Moreover, updates for Linux are available every
continue
6 months.
to wait.
Yeah,
the
carry
code
on.
Okay, by the user, even if the company fails. Moreover, updates for Linux are available every 6 months. Nowadays, Linux is in constant, yes, yes, is in constant development by those contributors, most of whom have never met around the world. Typically, Linux is packaged. Yes, Linux is packaged in a form known as a Linux distribution, or distro for short, for both desktop and server use. Some of the most popular and mainstream Linux distributions are Arch Linux, CentOS, Debian, Fedora, Gentoo Linux, Linux Mint, Mageia, OpenSUSE, and Ubuntu.
Carry on. Scroll down, Iman. That is the other part of the paragraph.
The interface, the user interface, also known as the shell, is either a command line interface, CLI, a graphical user interface, GUI, or through controls attached to the associated hardware, which is common for operating systems.
Embedded systems.
Embedded systems. Several operating systems for smart devices such as smartphones, tablet computers, smart TVs, and in-vehicle and infotainment IVI systems are based on Linux.
Major platforms.
Major platforms for such systems. Yeah, carry on.
Major platforms for such systems include Android, Firefox OS, Mer, and Tizen.
Okay, thank you. Word building. Here it is about word building, how we can form new kind of words from the same root, either by using affixes, suffixes. Is just a review, okay? Do you want to read or we skip this one? Is it easy for you? Who wants to read this part of word building? I'm going to explain a bit. Hey, are you here?
Yes, I can read it.
Yeah, read it.
Okay, word building. We can create new words from existing words in 3 ways: affixation, conversion, and compounding. Affixation. An English word can be divided into 3 parts: a stem, the base, root, a prefix, what comes before the stem, and a suffix, what is attached to the end of the stem.
Okay, yes. Just a second. Is it clear so far?
Yes.
For everybody? Okay, so typically the word has root, which is the basis of the word. Sometimes we add prefixes and sometimes we add affixes. Prefix is this which comes before the word, and affix is this which suffixes this which come after the word. Carry on. Prefixes usually change the meaning of the word.
Prefixes usually change the meaning of the word. Example, volatile, non-volatile. Date, update.
Yeah.
Suffixes.
Just a second, but
Okay.
here the word, the kind of the word, it is both here. For example, volatile is adjective, non-volatile is adjective, date is a verb, update is a verb. So we didn't change the, so here the prefix didn't change the kind of the, just a second, I have to add another person. Yeah. It didn't change the kind of the word. Carry on.
Suffixes usually change the class of the root word. Example, read, reader, inform, information.
Yeah, for example, here read is a verb, but when we add suffix er, reader become like a noun. And here inform, information, inform is a verb, but information is a noun also. Yeah, carry on. So the kind of the word is changed. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the note, and then conversion means assigning one class to another. Use noun to use verb. Example, this makes it ideal for use in digital cameras and because they use solid state technology.
So here it is the same, but there is a conversion because the first was a noun and the second was a verb. The first use was noun and the second one is a verb. Carry on.
Compounding is putting two or more words together. In a compound, there is a head word and one or more modifiers. Example, flashcard is the modifier, reader is the head. There are two types of compound words, compound nouns and compound adjectives. Example, flash memory and solid state technology. The two parts.
Carry on.
Okay. The two parts of a compound noun may be noun plus noun, example access time, adjective plus noun, like digital camera, verb or verbal noun plus noun, like PlayStation or moving parts, verb plus particle, printout or printout, depends on how you write it.
I guess it's clear so far. Okay, and the note here, compound nouns are written as two separate words, like website, as two words join with a hyphen. This is the hyphen, the one between the word web and site, between brackets, the word between brackets. So this is the hyphen. Either we write it directly or we put a hyphen. Or as one word, website. Unfortunately, there are no rules, so compounds change over time. So unfortunately, there are no rules for these ones. Okay. Carry. Yeah. Now we have another exercise. Complete the sentences and make any necessary changes. We have to complete the sentences according, based on the meaning. We have to complete it with these words here. We are moving on to the second activity, not to the second activity, but question, I don't know, maybe D. Complete the sentences and make the necessary changes. Okay. Once you have written a program, you have to test it and
debug it.
Yeah, thank you. To correct or to dig down and see what should be removed. To remove all the errors. The program runs slowly. I had to
Reinstall it?
Thank you so much. Yeah. You can easily your files by adding or deleting information. Update. Your financial information is fully and can't be accessed.
Encrypted.
That's the word. Multimedia is the integration of video and
Music?
No.
Audio?
Music with
Electronics?
electronics with additional computing. Thank you. Yeah. And then is it designed to display web pages in
A web
PD?
browser.
The combination of and new textile materials have made it possible to create the combination of textile, which is part of communication. The combination of communication and new textile materials have made it possible to create jackets and smart shirt that can read out. Not smart. To create what? Jackets. There is a gap here, and then jackets and smart shirt that can read our heartbeat. Heart rate.
Musical jacket?
Musical jacket.
Yeah, it's musical jackets. Thank you.
What is a musical jacket?
Google it.
Is
it a jacket with headphones attached to it?
Yeah, that's it. And it makes sounds and it makes music. You can watch a video on it, about it. This book will show you how to your small business, how to compute,
Increase.
There is increase here.
Yes.
Yes. It's the first
Well,
word.
it's not increase. I wouldn't use increase.
Maybe your small business. This book will show you how to. Okay. Sports games are. How to? Try to put the word computer. Turn it into verb.
To compute.
Computerize.
Oh yes, to computerize the small. Yes.
Okay. Sports games are
Increasingly
popular.
Yes, increasingly popular portion of the gaming industry.
Yeah,
Okay. It makes sense. System utilities. Okay. Who wants to read this part?
Yes.
Okay.
System utilities are small programs included within OS that improve a system's performance. They can be disk accessories, device drivers, or system extensions activated when you turn on the PC. Choose words from each box to make example of system utilities.
So you choose a word from the first box and another word from the second box. Okay. Is used to restore disks and corrupted files. What's that?
Crash disk rescuer?
Yeah, thank you. Crash disk rescuer. Restore the disks that are damaged. Okay. Second one. Rewrite data so that it takes less space on a disk. It's disk.
Cleanup.
Thank you. 3. Let's watch DVDs, play music.
Media player.
Okay, that's it. 4. Makes a PC easier for disabled
Accessibility utility.
Accessibility program.
Program.
Wow. And the 5th, scans your entire hard disk to search for extra room by deleting unnecessary files.
Miss, I would have thought this one is disk cleanup.
What is it?
I thought the 5th one was the disk cleanup instead of the 2nd, but I'm not sure.
Oh, compression program, the second
The
one.
second one,
Right.
yes, compression
The
program,
second
because
one is
it
a
makes
compression
it
program.
less
Compression
space.
program or compression utility. Whatever.
Are you maybe? Okay, you are better than me in this file. So you think that this compression program which rewrites the data? I thought it's cleanup disk.
Well, it doesn't remove it. It rewrites data to make it smaller. It basically compresses the data.
So the second one, it is compression utility, and the last one, it is disk cleanup.
Yes, I think.
Yes, because it scans your entire hard disk and search for extra room by deleting any necessary files.
Yeah, so it's deleting, so it's cleaning up the disk.
Yeah. I guess this one makes more sense. Yeah, thank you. So the first one, it is crash disk rescuer, and then rewrites the data. So it is compression utility, and then a media player. And then disk cleanup.
Accessibility program. Oh, okay.
Sorry, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? Iman, you want to say something? Okay. 3, so it is media player, and then accessibility program, and then disk cleanup. That's it, which scans your entire. Yeah, thank you so much. I wasn't focused. So we are done here. Sec. Okay, so I'm gonna send you the keys later. Okay, Iman, please share with them the keys after. Yeah, and about the exam, what do you think? Are you going to pass the exam online, or is it face to face in the class?
No,
Which one
online,
would
mate.
net us more points?
Please, one by one, please.
Which one would net us more points?
Online, miss.
What is it?
Whichever is more convenient for everyone, so it's whatever for me.
Okay. What about the others? What do you want?
We want online, miss.
Be easier. The online one or the face-to-face one?
Miss, everybody that is not in this call want to pass it online.
I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe they will decide maybe this week. I hope they will make the good decision, the right decision for
Yes, we can
everybody.
do a vote. We can vote and see.
Okay. And what was the result?
Yeah.